Hello and welcome to yet another episode of opticstrade debates. My name is Andras.
My name is Theodor. Hello.
Today we're going to talk about the differences between Helion 1 and Helion 2. This is a series of popular thermal monoculars made by Pulsar. And we're going to start this off with a little bit of history behind the series.
Yeah, so Pulsar made its breakthrough with thermal optics. And I would say their really most successful thermal imaging scopes in the past were quantums. And in 2017, they replaced quantums with Helions. And immediately when we got the Helions, you can also check our old reviews, we knew that they hit a gold mine because the device was really well made, it still is, and everything was well thought out. And they started with 4 models, XQ19, XQ28, XQ38 and XQ50. Then they have additional 3 models with an XP sensor, so the bigger sensor. They had the XP28, XP38 and XP50. Now when they came into the second generation, they narrowed down the model line. They already discontinued the 19 and 28 models already before the second generation came out. But now in the second generation, they have only plans for XP50, which is already available, is already on the market. They also have plans to make XP38 and XQ50 and XQ38. So they narrowed down the model range.
So the bigger models were generally more popular among customers.
I would say that most of the people bought smaller models only if the bigger models were not available. Yeah. So 38 for the wider field of view and 50 for better details, it's logical, but 28 and 19 were more or less sold only if the bigger models were not available. But now when we got through the model range and so on, Nash, what are the differences between the first generation, which we have here, and the second generation?
Oh, so the differences between the first generation of XP and the second one, the only superficial difference, if we look at the housing, is the color of the power button. Yeah. So they have the same shape because it was popular. Nothing is wrong with it, so I'm pretty glad that they've stayed with this shape. The more important difference is in the sensor. The sensor has been improved. We have a feature here called the NETD, which is noise equivalent temperature difference. And the old models had a NETD of 60 millikelvins, whereas the new models have an NETD of 40 millikelvins. And this basically means that they're capable of detecting smaller temperature differences.
Yeah.
And this is an improvement, especially if you look at the antlers, for example, of the
It's
game.
a huge improvement. Yeah. When you take them out in the field, and especially after rain, in fog, in difficult conditions, you see how many more details the Generation 2 picks up. Because the Generation 1 needs at least 60 millikelvins of difference between one object and another object in their temperatures, that it's able to detect that they are not of the same temperature. The new models only need 40 millikelvins, and in reality you see so many details more with the second generation, and you see all the finer details. It's a better image quality, in short.
What about the price difference?
The price difference, this was really funny. XP50 first generation, XP50 second generation. The first generation was 4,100 euros. The second generation is 3,600 euros. So what is really interesting with Pulsar, that they're always going down with the price. And they're, well, it's really hard to be their competitor.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
With upgrades and with the prices.
Yeah. Okay, so we went through the models. Software upgrades. This is also something we need to talk about. The old models, they got 3 upgrades in the past. The first one was, I don't know how it's called. I know that the last one was called Image Boost.
Yes.
And it really...
This is the major one.
Yeah, it changed how these devices work. The new devices, the Gen 2, now in August 2020, they didn't receive any software update yet. But I'm sure that it won't be in the next 1 year that they will get an image update, and Pulsar continues to do an update every year or every 2 years.
What we have to point out here is that if you're still an owner of Helion 1 XP50, you don't have an outdated device because they're still upgrading it.
Yeah, they're still upgrading it, and still the image quality is really, really good. Normally the generation 2 is just a little bit better.
Step higher, yeah.
Okay.
I think we mentioned everything, so thank you for watching. If you have any additional questions, make sure to leave a comment below. You can check out this video here or this video here for more information. And see you next time. Goodbye.
See you next time. Bye.